One regret I have as president is that I let Democrats that should be running their cities do their job on crime. Instead of saying, I'm going to do your job for you, because we could have stopped crime very easily by being very tough and very smart. I wouldn't do that a second time, I will tell you, because we're not going to let that happen to our cities.
The New York Times just released a very troubling poll that shows Joe Biden's cratering support amongst Democrats who don't want him to run in 2024. He is now at just a 33% approval rating, and 64% of Democrats do not think he should run in 2024 with his age and his handling of the economy, the biggest red flags for voters. This, of course, is disastrous for many reasons, most notably that it is so incredibly rare that an incumbent is so unpopular that we might have to find a replacement, and especially with so little time left to build support for them. Typically in these cases, someone like the vice president would be at the top of the list. But Vice President Kamala Harris is more unpopular than ever, with seemingly every interview she gives being totally incoherent.
Democratic presidents, congressional leaders to not codify Roe v. Wade over the past 5 decades?
I think that, to be very honest with you, I do believe that we should have rightly believed, but we certainly believe that certain issues are just settled. Certain issues are just settled.
Clearly we're not.
No, that's right. And that's why I do believe that we are living, sadly, in real unsettled times.
This is paving the way for Trump to run again in 2024, and he is clearly laying out his message and talking points, and you guessed it, it's bad.
Hey y'all, got some bad news. It turns out that the boat we're in right now has some holes in it, and we are very quickly taking on water. Oh, dude, well, let's patch those holes and start bailing out water, yeah? Actually, I kind of like the holes. You know, I like watching the water come through. I think it looks cool. I was thinking, what if we made the holes bigger and threw the poor people on this boat overboard so that the rest of us could stay and watch the water come through the holes for longer? What the? Okay, hold up. It's clear that we've got some extreme ideas here on both sides. I suggested common sense steps that will keep us from drowning, which was very different from what he said. Yeah, cause he suggested that we do some murder while watching our boat sink cause he thinks it looks cool.
So easily, by far and away, the reason why leftists are more frustrated with liberals than conservatives is because liberals are supposed to be on the left. Liberals are supposed to be the ones pushing forth the agenda. And within, and this is the most important point, within a two-party system, the Democratic Party, the corporate liberals, are a better option. They just are than the insane far right-wing Republicans. So you have people like Joe Biden, who helped to make the student loan problem what it is today, running on canceling $10,000 worth of student loan. Obviously, we need more than that. We have people like Elizabeth Warren and just the public in general with outcry to say, hey, do something about this. And still to this day, almost 2 years after taking office, Biden still has done nothing with $10,000 worth of student loan debt, even though he said he would. Biden could take marijuana off of the scheduling list. Biden could do so many things. The Democrats could have risen the minimum wage. They could have done so many things, not just under Biden, but under Obama, who was in office twice.
I don't think that's exactly what he meant by that. No, he got it right. Thank you for listening. That is what I want. Okay, how about this? We don't throw the people overboard, which is something you want, but then we also don't patch the holes, which is something you want. I can live with that. I still get to watch the boat fill up with water, and the poor people drown eventually anyway, so fair? What is wrong with you?
And let's talk about the Roe v. Wade situation. You know, went into existence in 1973, and since then, as I pointed out in several other videos, the Democrats have had 11 majorities, including several supermajorities since that time, including under Obama, who said that he would codify Roe v. Wade, and he had every opportunity to do so, but he didn't do it. That's why leftists are more frustrated with liberals than conservatives, because for the most part, conservatives know that liberals aren't going to put forth the leftist agenda. The Republican Party, especially the people who operate within it, they know that they can whip the Democrats in line. Joe Biden, who is about to put somebody in the Kentucky Judicial Circuit who is anti-abortion right after the Supreme Court ended it. Come on.